Hello and welcome to the Pipeline Management Masterclass. I'm Michelle Terpstra and I am your host. And I am thrilled to have all of you join me today. We had over 200 people register for this live event, and I am so thrilled to help you feel less stressed about sales, feel super motivated about managing your leads and converting your leads from just leads to what? Paying clients, and really, really happy paying clients too. So I'm super excited to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and just get rolling because I honor your time so much. I've created an amazing training for you. If you've ever been part of my events before, you know that I go all in. This is not a bait and switch situation. This isn't a sales webinar where at the end you're going to be like, darn it, I didn't learn anything. I can't do anything. I'm going to give you all of the tools that you need in order to put this into place, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right in. If you're catching us live, please hashtag live in the comments right now. Let me know, oh my gosh, what your favorite part of the week has been so far. I would love, love, love to hear that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my desktop right now. And we're going to have some fun. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I might be one of the only people that likes this, but I absolutely love doing trainings like this and doing presentations and PowerPoints. It's probably because, well, I spent 10 years in Fortune 500 companies doing a lot of these, and I guess I just still can't let it go. So you get to benefit from these amazing trainings as we move forward. Okay, so first of all, who the heck you listening to? This is an important part. And what are you doing here? First of all, we are learning how to manage our leads so that you can drive more sales with organic lead management system, okay, with an organized lead management system. And I'm super excited to show you how you can do that, what it is, and why you, of course, need it, right? Okay, so the first thing is I don't want you wasting time. I don't want you wasting time using outdated systems that can cause you more trouble than help, because you know what? At the end of the day, we really just don't have time for that, right? So I want to give you tools that can speed up your sales process, because that is what I am super, super passionate about. And when I first started my business, I really wanted the time freedom. I wanted the time freedom so badly. It was a big reason why I left my 9-to-5. But I realized that you have to put some systems in place as an entrepreneur so that although you're wearing all of the hats all of the time, some of the systems are taking that workload off of you, and it feels really, really amazing, okay? So if you're like me and kind of into systems, or you can't wait to hear about all of the systems, drop automate, hashtag automate into the comment sections right now. Okay, and of course, the worst approach to lead management could be just winging it and hoping for the best. Let me tell you, the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, and it is so important that you're not winging it and not hoping for the best, because I don't want you losing out on revenue opportunities. So my method is just really, really simple, and you can implement it in just 7 days for 30 minutes per week. And I'm giving you the exact method following this masterclass. As I promised, you're going to get an email sequence that will tell you exactly how you can put this into place in your business within the next 7 days. So if you're super excited, let's hashtag 30 minutes below right now so that I can see you're ready to dedicate that to your business, so you can take some of the stress off of you in doing this all manually. All right, so let's talk a little bit of logistics here. First of all, please hold your questions to the very end so that I can stay organized and on task. And some of your questions are going to be answered throughout the presentation, but hold on tight to the end. I'm going to stick around as long as I have questions in order to make sure that they were all answered. Now, if you remember, there's a prize. I'm giving away a $100 Amazon gift card, but in order to be eligible, you had to have shown up here live. So please hashtag live in the comment section below so that I know you were here when it's live, when it was live. Therefore, I can put you into the raffle. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a coach, a consultant, a course creator, or service provider. It's super, super hard to argue the simple truth that without an organized lead management system, revenue is missed, okay? And I'm going to give you an example of this. Let's say someone comes into your nurture zone. For me, my nurture zone is this Facebook group that you're all experiencing right now. This is where I build relationships. This is where most of my clients come from, and I love it in here, right? But if I wasn't paying attention to the people that entered, messaging them when it's appropriate, seeing when they interact with my content, chatting with them, understanding what it is that they need, knowing that they're there, I'm going to miss out on opportunities because I'm not going to be building those relationships and they may go to another coach. So it's really, really important that we have a systematic approach to doing this so that those leads don't fall through the cracks. Okay. And just like I said, then the fastest way to make sure every sales opportunity is captured is with a pipeline system. Now, a pipeline system might seem like a foreign word to you right now, and that's okay because I'm going to explain exactly what it is. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to focus on actions instead of obsessing about the finish line, which is the sale. A lot of times psychologically, all we think about is the sale, the sale, the sale. But if we can break down the actions that you need to take every single day, then it's really just sort of a data game. It's chasing actions versus sales, and it really takes the pressure off and allows you to control and embrace what your future sales will look like. All right, and this is the deal. Like, I can't tell you how many people I have worked with that have so much authority in their space. They have leads everywhere, traffic coming in, likes, shares, fans, and high-performing sales funnels in the world. But the missing piece is usually how you connect, nurture, and convert those fans into paying clients. And a huge part of that, to expedite that, is going to happen exactly when you're using a pipeline management system. Okay, so let's start getting you more big yeses right now in the comment section below. Please go ahead and drop yeses, hashtag yeses, into the comment section so that I know you're here and having fun. It's going to be literally an amazing time. And I'm telling you right now, I'm really reactive to live energy. So the more hearts, thumbs up, likes, all that stuff that happens in the comment section really gets me excited. And you never know, I might end up telling you more things than I planned. So be active. Be active below. Okay, and then also, I know how this can feel, that you often find yourself unsure of what to say or eagerly want to take action, but you feel totally frozen at the keyboard. This is so common. This is so common. And, if I didn't have a plan in my business, I would also wake up every morning and be like, oh, what am I supposed to do today, right? It happens to all of us, especially entrepreneurs, because we wear so many different hats. And sales for many can feel like the hardest part of the hats. And I'm really, really hoping that after today's training that you feel empowered to no longer feel like sales has to be that really hard thing in your business. Okay, so take a deep breath, just like I said, and this is the deal. There's one requirement. If you're going to listen to my free trainings, work with me as a client, or frankly, be in this group, you have to be okay with knowing that sales can be fun, and I'm going to show you that path. So hashtag fun in the comment section below. I would absolutely love to see your enthusiasm on this. Okay, and then also just real quickly, because we have hundreds of new people that have joined the group and that have signed up for this, and you might be wondering well, who the heck is this selling enthusiast, Michelle Terpstra? So just a real quick 30 seconds about who I am is 10 years. I spent 10 years working for 3 Fortune 500s as a sales leader. I've completed 25,000 sales calls, 2,100 sales presentations, 6,000 elevator pitches, and I have attended over 1,200 networking events. Okay, and I transitioned through multiple industries. I've sold products, services, insurance, and software. You name it, I have frankly probably sold it. Other things about me is I'm a professional speaker and a speech mentor. I started a Toastmasters Club a few years ago and love mentoring about 40 people during my time as the club president. And this is the thing, I'm going to make mistakes when I'm speaking live to you right now, but it doesn't matter because perfection doesn't make you a good speaker. It doesn't make you a fantastic live event speaker either. What makes someone absolutely fantastic at doing this is just connecting with people, motivating them, and being organized and delivering information in a concise way. So I might have a few fuller words, I might make a few mistakes, but at the end of the day, I know you're gonna have a darn good time on this presentation with me, and I'm super excited to share this information with you. I have a BA in communication, and this is a special type of BA. This is a special type of degree of communication. I focused on emotional intelligence, persuasion, negotiation, and organizational communication. So I bring a lot of that to my trainings as well, and I'm super excited to do that today. I also started the Certificate in Women's Leadership program at the UCI in California, the Paul Mirage School of Business. And when it comes down to my business, so you know that I know what I'm doing as a sales coach, I booked out my private coaching business in just 4 months, high ticket only, with less than 300 people in my audience. And then in just 18 months, I've had 40 students join my group coaching program, the Sales Success Lab. And I have also served over 500 students with my digital products and have 40 brand ambassadors. Maybe one of them encouraged you to sign up for this event right now. That helps me spread the word. And a big part of being able to do all of that was because of pipeline management. So if you could hashtag pipeline management below, that would be amazing, because I want to see your enthusiasm for bringing that corporate sales talk, right? That pipeline management talk into your growing business will be so beneficial. Okay, so what to expect during this training? I'm going to tell you how to use a pipeline and why it's important to have one. I'm going to tell you exactly how to set up your pipeline stages, which I'll explain what that is, customized to your biz so that it actually works for you. There's no canned things here. This is totally adaptable for what you need, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is how to use those stages that we create there to drive daily sales activities that lead to consistent sales. Okay, hashtag consistent sales if that's what you want in your business, because I really do think that is the first stage. That is the first stage in growing a sustainable business, is clearly consistent sales. So hashtag consistent sales. I would absolutely love to see the enthusiasm for that. Okay. And then lastly is how to track progress to new sales. I like to think of this as like your back pocket biz bestie that's like motivating you. You can use your pipeline as that. Now, the bonus that I'm giving away, because you all registered for this and you're here and you're amazing, is that in your first email that I send out, I'm going to send you my Google Workbook tracker. It's my pipeline tracker, and it will be a fantastic way for you to jumpstart in your lead management journey. And then I'm also going to show you how you can upgrade from the free workbook into full-on automation using my absolute favorite product, which is ActiveCampaign. There's going to be a lot of opportunities at the end for you to use my link to join ActiveCampaign and get 2 free weeks of trial access and a pretty cool discount that's running through the end of today as well. Okay, but the thing is that you have 2 options. You can use the Google Workbook and make this an amazing next 7 days to get set up with success, or you can take it to the next level with me and set up the automations. And you have those 2 choices because that is what I promised to deliver, and I'm super excited. But I would love to know in the comment section below, please do hashtag automation if you're super psyched about the automation piece of this training, because that's where I start to geek out, if I'm being honest. Okay, here we go. A sales pipeline is simply an organized visual way of tracking multiple potential buyers as they progress through different stages in the purchase process. I'm going to go through all of this really heavy language in detail as we progress, but I did want to give you just a fantastic definition here. Potential buyers move from one stage to the next as they move through the sales process. So the sales process starts from the second they find you to the second they say yes to you, right? And after they say yes to you, there's probably more things they can say yes to as well. So your pipeline can continue on to be selling more and more offers in the back end, okay? So this is a sample pipeline out of ActiveCampaign. I don't have any deals put into it. I just wanted you to see how clean and simple this is. And so I just went through and created a sample sales pipeline, okay? And we're going to talk about how you can modify each of these stages, both in ActiveCampaign or the Google Workbook, so that it works for your business. Because if you're an agency owner, these stages are going to look different. If you're a coach, these stages are going to look different, right? And so that's the beautiful thing about this, is that it's totally adaptable. And so to give you an example of how I use this inside my business, okay, is as soon as someone enters my nurture zone, which is my Facebook group, is in ActiveCampaign, they're automatically sent to my pipeline for conversations and sales tracking, and they'll be here put into to contact Once I'm in contact with them, I move them to the next stage. I book a discovery call. The discovery call is completed, and then I have multiple other steps that are there. So we're going to create these things for your business as well. Okay, so a pipeline can also, this is like some bonus fun here, a pipeline can also be used outside of just client sales opportunities. So if you've been following me for a while, you've noticed that I was out of town all last week at ClickFunnels' big event, Funnel Hacker, in Orlando, Florida. And a big part of my business, which I absolutely love, is building brand ambassadors. I have a paid brand ambassador program where I teach you social selling, and then you go out and sell my products for me. I also have some high-level affiliates that have massive lists that get paid commissions to promote me as well. So I absolutely love these because they're win-win situations. I usually promote their stuff, they promote mine. It's really, really fun. So when I'm at a big event like that, I could easily lose track of opportunities. If you've ever been to a networking event with 3,000 people, you can imagine what that would look like. So you can use the same concepts that I'm going to teach you for a sales pipeline to attach that to a collaborations pipeline. Or perhaps you're pitching yourself for PR opportunities. So you can do a PR pipeline where you identify all of your opportunities and you move them through the pipeline. The cool part about this too is that if you have a team, you can have everybody involved in this. So you have like one view on everything. And this could be your VA, it could be maybe like your PR manager, it could be a lot of different people here, and it's super cool. And you can either share the access inside the Google document, or you can also add users in ActiveCampaign and for up to 50 users for no additional charge, which is like really freaking amazing, because if you use any competitive sales CRM tools, they usually charge per user, and you can have up to 50 with ActiveCampaign, which is like incredibly generous. And I don't really know how long that will stick around once they figure that all out. So jump in now. Okay. All right. So what does a proper pipeline allow us to do? So a big thing that I was talking about is like you wake up and like you're ready to go with your tasks. So I like using ActiveCampaign's app that's on my phone. It's super easy. And when I open it up, it tells me exactly who I need to contact in which way, and I can assign a dollar amount. Now, these are just some sample contacts here, so the dollar amounts aren't yet put in, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how easy this is. So you wake up on Monday morning, you know exactly who you need to follow up with, at what stage, for what opportunity level. There is no guessing whatsoever on what you need to do. This is really, really, really powerful. So this is what I like to say, like a stress-free way of daily activities. Hashtag daily activities in the comment sections below if you're excited about what this can look like for you. Now, if you're using my Google Workbook, no problem. You just open up your workbook and you can sort by follow-up date in order to know who you need to look at that period of time. And I should note that ActiveCampaign is not just a sales CRM, it's all your email marketing. And the reason why I like that is because based on your email marketing strategies, that's a lot of where your sales activities and your sales opportunities are going to come from. And so when you have them talking to each other in one platform, it's super powerful and really effective. And if you have big, big pipe dreams of having beautiful funnels and doing a lot of email sales and marketing, I'm telling you right now, just jump on the ActiveCampaign train, because you will end up switching multiple times. Everyone who's hit multiple six figures in their business or greater will tell you the exact same thing, is that ActiveCampaign just has more capability than anything else. So if that's something that's desirable to you, then that is where you should be. Okay, next up. Oh my gosh, so what do you need to do inside a pipeline, right? So how does this help you? A lot of questions that I get asked is like, hey, Michelle, like, I don't know where to put like my emails that I've had with them or the texts, or how do I record like, you know, what their kids' names are so that when I call them, I know that, or what about their birthdays or professional information? Like if they have a launch coming up, and I'm a launch coach, so I want to make sure I follow up with them, like ideally based on that. Where do I save all this information? Well, this is the thing, is inside my Google Workbook, you can do this in one of the columns, or if you're using ActiveCampaign, you can have it all in one spot, and it's on your phone. You don't have to go digging into your computer. You can do it on the go, and you can keep all of this stuff in one place, okay? And I cannot tell you how amazing this is, and will save you so much time and headache, and you won't be needing to go through your paper notebook looking for all of these things or old emails, okay? I love this part of it. All right, so another really important part about a pipeline is if you can actually project your sales, okay? And why this is important is because if you have a bunch of deals in your pipeline and you can tell what the value is and when they may close, like what is the anticipated close date, that gives you a target that says, great, if I close 50% of my opportunities that I have discovery calls with, then I'll be able to hit my sales goal by December. Okay. And I find comfort in data. So if you find comfort in data, I want hashtag data in the comment section below, because I am actually going to comment myself, because that is what I love. I love data because I have been a sales coach for long enough, and I've been in sales myself for long enough to know that the unknown of will I make a sale can feel really heavy on someone, really heavy on someone. So the more data that we can use in trying to determine like what we need to do in order to hit our goals is super powerful. And staying very organized using a pipeline management system is your number one way tool to do this. So you also can project using the Google Workbook, but everything is automated once again inside of ActiveCampaign. Okay, so now that we know the what and the why, who's excited to create a pipeline? All right, so let's do hashtag peaceful profit below, because honestly, this is really, really going to help you feel that peaceful profit in your mind, in your heart, because you're going to be able to predict what's going to happen based on your daily sales activities and the data. And this is the thing. Today, let's say you have a 30% closing ratio on discovery calls. But you know what? In a few months, that could be 80 or 90. And then everything changes, right? That means you need less sales calls, less leads, all of the things, right? So I want you to just focus on creating a pipeline, observing your data, and seeing where it takes you over the next 60 to 90 days. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about pipeline stages. Every single business is going to have a different pipeline stage. Now, if you remember from the slide back, that was the slide I showed you that said, to contact, in contact, discovery call booked, etc. Right? And you can create your own micro commitments. And if you're signed up for next week's VIP Q&A session, you'll have time to go back and look at what this is that you want to build. And you can come and ask me these questions. We can build out your stages together. Okay. And if you have not yet secured your spot in that, we are going to put the link for that in the comments section below so that you can go ahead and snag your seat for that VIP session I'm offering next week. Okay. All right, so micro commitments. Let's take an example here so that you can see what this looks like. I'm going to use a mindset coach as an example. So the first thing we need to determine is what is the pipeline trigger? So what does that mean? Okay, what that means is what is something that makes people qualified enough to enter your pipeline? Okay, now that might be they buy your digital product for $27. Maybe they join your Facebook group. Maybe they download your free email course, right? A lot of my students inside the Sales Success Lab would use that as a trigger point, right? And the reason why the triggers is important is you don't want to just put anybody into your pipeline, because that's going to become really overwhelming super quickly. So you just want to put the people in your pipeline that you feel have the highest likelihood of converting into sales. Now, for me and for this mindset coach example, my pipeline trigger outside of the sale of my digital products is when they enter the Facebook group. Okay. And I automate this using group leads. And I will put the link in the comments below so you can see what group leads looks like. But group leads just automates the entire process. So when I accept somebody into this group, it sends them a text message using sales message if they've provided their text, if they provided their cell phone number, and if they've provided their email address, they are sent into my welcome series and put into my pipeline for follow-up. It is super easy. All of my tasks are created for myself, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so first thing is you need to determine your pipeline trigger. Next is you need to do the stages, right? So here's an example. To contact, in contact, discovery call completed, negotiation, contract sent. Now, these are really important pieces because everyone's workflow is going to be different. So for me, most of the time when people choose to work with me, they close on the call very quickly, right? So they'll check out, they'll pay for it, and then I'll send them the contract. If they need to check out after the call, then I'll send that to them. But in my pipeline, I'm managing all of those stages here so that it becomes really easy for me not to lose track of anyone along the journey, okay? Now, if you are not a mindset coach, right? And let's say that you are a service provider or a small agency owner, there's probably a lot more steps here that need to happen. And that's okay. You just put them in here. And because they're micro commitments, it means you're getting a sale, you're getting a yes at every stage. So instead of thinking about like, oh my gosh, have I gotten the big yes yet? I want you to think about the little yeses. Okay. So hashtag little yeses below, because I'm going to put it in here too, because I get so excited. Little yeses are so important because those little yeses build up to the big yes, which is the sale at the end. So celebrate each time. When you're in contact and you get that discovery call, you're like, woo, woo, here we go, right? I did it. And then you can be like, great, now I have to complete it. Now, based on my conversion rate, I know I'm going to get X amount of sales. This is amazing, okay? So some other stages that you can have are negotiation. So let's say, and negotiation doesn't always need to be like, oh, they don't want my price or whatever it is. I actually don't even believe in the price objection, but that's a conversation for another day. Negotiation could just be simply like, what's the best way to work with me? Does someone want to have a VIP day with me? Join my sales success lab, or do they just need a digital product, right? So that to me is classified as negotiation, just negotiating which is the best container to serve my people, not negotiating like and dropping down my prices ever. Right? So I want you to rethink what negotiation looks like, because it actually is a very important part of being consistent in sales. And that's putting the right people in the right container at the right stage. Because if you've built a sustainable business like I am, you have a client ascension plan put into place, which means they might buy one thing 1 month, but then you have spaces for them to grow into as they grow their business, or if the know, like, and trust is accelerated. And that is a really, really important part of this piece of the puzzle. Okay. So then you have your deal is won, which means, yay, you got a sale. Perhaps you lost it, but who cares if you lost it? Okay. Because this is the thing. I don't want you to get stuck in the lost. I want you to think about like, okay, why did I lose that client? I'm going to write some notes here. Okay. I'm going to understand why I lost this client. I'm going to be really objective about it. Then I'm going to put that lost sale into a nurture sequence for later on. So what does that look like? Let's say you do live events. Okay. So not everybody says yes to me. Most people do. A lot of people do. It's really amazing. However, not everybody does. Not just because I don't have the right things, but maybe it's just simply not the right timing. But if I've lost that sale, I still have the ability to nurture them in other ways with things like this, my free trainings. Perhaps like I'm doing a live Q&A session. There could be lots of things I could bring people back in to nurture them. I launch a new program or a new membership or a new offer. Well, maybe the last one wasn't good for them, but this will. So I make sure to tag those people and put them in those nurture spaces using Active Campaign. And you can do the same thing in your Google workbook, but I just love the automation of it. In Active Campaign, I feel very, very organized and empowered. Okay. So if you like to feel organized, let's do hashtag organized right now. Oh, and I say every single time you do the hashtagging below as you're listening to this, that is an entry into that $100 Amazon gift card. So when I'm yelling out these hashtags, please do them because you want to win the $100 Amazon gift card, right? All right. Now, the next thing you need to do is after you have your micro commitments, which is your pipeline stages, what do you do next? Well, it's really important that you assign default times to each stage so you're held accountable to moving potential clients through the pipeline. And it's also important that you're mindful when it needs to adapt, right? So if somebody says like, if you agree on a follow-up date, right, on a discovery call, for example, like then you need to adapt what this is. But for example, if you send an invite to somebody for a discovery call they wanted to book, but they don't actually book it, 2 days later, you should be following up, right? So by putting those times in there, it becomes a very empowering thing because once again, when you wake up on Monday or Tuesday, you look at your tasks for the day, you're ready to rock and roll and stay accountable to your sales. Okay, so you have your time set up. You wake up and it's like, okay, it's time to roll. I need to make some sales today, right? This is the super, super fun part. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm talking so much. I need a sip of water. All right, so now it's time to actually get to work and do that stuff, right? So the first thing is to set a timer. Just set a timer. You're not allowed to do anything else except for sales. Sales activities, 60 minutes each day, okay? And this is the thing. If 60 minutes ends up being too much and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't even manage my discovery calls. I booked too many discovery calls. This is amazing," right? Or, "Oh my gosh, I don't have any follow-ups left to do because I'm closing all my discovery calls." Then you can decrease the 60 minutes, right? But if you do not have consistent sales right now, you have to be accountable to 60 minutes of sales activities every single day. And pipeline management and daily actions will help you get there. Okay. So hashtag 60 minutes below. I'm going to do it too, just so we're all having fun. 60 minutes. And that is what I need you to dedicate to. And this is the thing, is that it doesn't need to be every single day, right? So let's say, for example, you do time blocking. Like I'm huge on time blocking. I teach it to my clients and to myself. So I prefer to have larger chunks of time where I focus on sales versus like an hour each day. So depending on your personality, you can do the 60 minutes each day, which is a really, really popular way to do it. Or you could say, great, I'm going to do 2.5 hours on Monday and 2.5 hours on Friday because I want to spend Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays with clients or admin or with my kids at the beach, whatever it is, right? That's okay to adapt it, right? But the thing is that if you don't set that timer, if you don't tell yourself what you're going to do, I'm going to guarantee you're not going to do it. Okay. It is so easy to procrastinate sales in our business. It can feel super hard for you, but once you kind of get addicted to the activity and you see the results, I promise you, it's not going to feel so hard. And it's going to become more of like a fun game, like a data chasing game. All right, so this perfect transition into my next slide. So tracking the progress of these leads as you move them through is so super important because this really becomes a data game. And something I love to say is data, not drama. So I'm going to do hashtag data, not drama. Okay. And the reason why I love data, not drama, is because we can get so easily consumed with the end goal, which is the sale, which is clearly super important. You guys, I'm a sales coach. I get it, right? But I also know the way that our brains work, especially adult brains work, is little tiny micro steps that produce actions that then produce sales. Okay. So it's really, really important that you're tracking your stats. Okay. And I'm going to go into some detail on the next slide of what that looks like. Okay, so for example, some stages that you should be tracking, or not stages, excuse me, some data you should be tracking. You can do this in a Google workbook, super easy. How many leads do I need to book a call? How many leads do I need to book a call? Okay, so if I reach out to 10 people or I make a post and 10 people respond, then like how many of those do I typically book into a sales call? That's an important number, right? Because now you know how many discovery calls you have. And if you're tracking your closing rate on your discovery calls, then you're going to know how many it is you need in order to reverse engineer your success and your sales goals. Okay, this is a really, really important part. Like if you're going to take the time to do discovery calls, if you're going to take the time to really build out this pipeline, please track your stats. Please track your stats. Okay, and this is the thing, is that you are the CEO. It doesn't matter what stage of business you're in. If you're trying to reach that, first $1,000 month, that first $10,000 month, or maybe you're a seven-figure CEO right now listening to me, trying to figure out how you can put this into place for your sales team. Okay, it does not matter, but this is the thing: is regardless, you are the CEO. Okay, hashtag CEO moves in the comment section right now, because this is what's important when you're a CEO. When you're a CEO, this is what's important. What is super important is that you go back and you look for the bottlenecks in your business, okay? So for example, let's say you go back after 60 days of putting into place this amazing pipeline management system and you've missed goals. You're like, what the heck? Why am I missing my goals, right? You go back and you realize, wow, I had 50 discovery calls, but I only closed 5. So, my friend, my CEO friend, what's the problem? The problem's not leads. The problem's not booking sales calls. The problem is sales calls conversion. So now you know, boom, all I need to do is work on my discovery call conversion, right? Go to work, get it done. But if you're not tracking stats and you're not paying attention to these things, what could happen over that period of time is you become overwhelmed. You're stressed out. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. How am I ever supposed to do this? Or let's say you've grown your own business and you're trying to train a sales rep right now, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're not getting it. They're not closing. I'm spending all this money on lead gen. It's not working, right? And then you can just identify the problem and fix it. It's a lot easier to identify something that you see than you don't see. So please be the CEO, do your CEO moves, and have fun with this. All right, so things that Active Campaign can do that you cannot get in the Google Workbook are super important. Now, do you absolutely need these things today? Totally not. You can always upgrade to the system later. But as I said before, if you're a serious entrepreneur that wants to set up automations in their business, I'm telling you right now, Active Campaign is where you're going to end up anyway. So you might as well go right now. Okay. So these are some advanced automations that are available. So like I said before, the Facebook group member trigger. If any of you have joined me recently, you've seen I changed one of my membership questions, and one of my membership questions is asking if you would like a profit planning call with me. And in order to do that, you have to provide me with your cell phone number. So I use sales message, and so I will go ahead and put that into the comment section right now, the sales message affiliate link that I have that you can use. The reason why I like sales message is because it's two-way communication, okay? And why this is important is that other services like Twilio and Outbound short code text messaging services, they're amazing because it gets out there, right? And it's really good if you have thousands and thousands of people that you're reaching out to at one time, because I can't even imagine if you let 2,000 texts come back, that would feel a little overwhelming, right? But for me, I convert based on human relationships, based on building relationships. I'm quality over quantity in my business. So I use Sales Message, which is a two-way text platform, and it's amazing. So what happens is when someone joins my Facebook group now, not only do they get put into my emails, but they also get a personal text from me where we can text back and forth to plan our profit planning call. It's super, super powerful, and it's unique. Right? It's super powerful. It's unique. It sets you apart, and it allows you to build those relationships, because 90% of texts get opened. And while emails, that's a whole nother conversation. It can be anywhere from 10 to 40% if you're super, super lucky. But with all of the changes of privacy and data and emails, you just don't know. So what I like to do is couple the text messages with emails, because that'll boost your email open rate, right? And it allows you to build that relationship using the messaging on the back end, okay? So that happens. The other thing is the discovery call interest list. Okay, I love this one. Okay, if you've been on my email, marketing list for a while, you'll know that, occasionally the call to action will be to book a discovery call with me, okay? So let's say you click that link, but you never book. Well, Active Campaign has tagged those people as interested in discovery calls, but not completed, okay? So what does that do for me? Well, I turn it into a task, and I follow up one-to-one saying, I would love to book a discovery call with you. Are you interested in learning more about how I can help you, build your business through sales conversations, organic lead gen, and also with brand partnerships, right? And then I can book those sales calls, all right? Whatever the conversation is that I'm having. It's super, super easy to do, and that is something you can do inside Active Campaign in combination with the sales CRM and the email marketing. Now, that takes me into a whole nother thing with link click actions, okay? So the way that I built that discovery call interest list is when someone clicks on a link, it sets a tag to them. You can do that for anything in Active Campaign. Okay. And what sets Active Campaign apart from other things like this and other email providers is that you can have it go directly into your sales pipeline. Okay. And it becomes a very organized system. Okay. So let's say you're in a launch and someone clicks on your sales page, right? Well, that's a buying indicator. If they're looking, they might be interested. So you can actually tag them as viewed sales page so that you know who your hottest leads are, and maybe you send one more email to them, or maybe you do a personal outreach, okay? Now, the next thing you can do is you can do lead qualifying automations. So what does that mean? Is that it means that over here, nurture leads automatically. This is just something I dragged out of here, is based on the automations that you set up and how people behave. You can have them end automation, or you can have it create a task based on their behavior so that you know they're qualified for one of your programs. Okay? Get super, super fancy. It's really fun. So if these automations are getting you excited, I want you to do hashtag active campaign in the comment section below. And the link to join active campaign underneath my affiliate campaign is coming in the comment section right now. And you'll definitely want to use my link to sign up. And I'm going to tell you why in just a few moments. Okay. The next thing is lead scoring. I love lead scoring. It's taking it to like a whole nother level, and you can do so much with that, okay? What lead scoring is like basically saying, okay, like Bob over here is a hotter lead because he's opened every single email for 6 months. He clicks on every sales page. So what that enables you to do is that if you have a sales team, you know who you should be nurturing. If it's just you, you know who you should be nurturing and trying to book to discovery calls. But it also like helps you do like micro launches. So for example, like based on someone's behavior, you might think that this lead score is a perfect fit for this one program. So instead of email marketing my entire list, I'm going to market just these specific people for this offer because their lead score tells me that. Okay, so this can get really, really advanced, but the cool thing is that most of these things are drag and drop within Active Campaign. And the other thing is that if you join on the professional plan, you actually get 2 private calls per month with Active Campaign, and they'll build these for you and troubleshoot them, and they're amazing, right? And then if it's not those 2 times per month, you can do their live chat every single day. Extraordinary customer service, okay? All right, so this is my perfect tech stack, and I'm going to make sure all of the links are in the comment section, and then also in the emails that follow, that will be there as well. And don't worry, if you're listening here and you're like, Michelle, I'm just not ready for all this, don't worry, your Google workbook and your action plan is coming, so it's a win-win regardless. All right, so this is an Active Campaign for both email and your sales pipeline. Sales message for 2-way texting for relationship building, and then group leads so that you're not screenshotting every single person who gives you their email address on your phone so that you can later add it to your email system, because I know that's what a lot of people do, because without group leads or something similar, it's going to be very difficult. So in the comment section below, all of these affiliate links are going to be dropped so that you can find them with convenience. If you love tech like I do, please drop I love tech below, because I love tech, all right? Oh, the other thing I should say with Active Campaign, if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so not switching because it's so stressful. Well, I will tell you, it's not like you snap your fingers and everything's set up. However, they do have white glove onboarding where they move everything over for you, and it is included in the professional plan. Okay, so you don't even need to pay a service provider or anything to do that. All right, so now I have some really, really fun announcement to make. Okay, so this is gonna get really, really fun, and I can't wait to talk about it. All right, so if you're on the fence about using my tech stack, I wanna say again, it's really no big deal. Start with the Google Workbook, join us in automation when you're ready, because my biggest promise of this masterclass is that you would show up able to create a pipeline, and I wasn't gonna charge you to do that. So that is exactly what I did. And following this, you're gonna get the email sequences that you need to get it set up. And I'm like really stinking super excited to see it, okay? However, if you are ready, if you're ready to go all in with automation, I've got a really cool offer for you. And you're the first ones, if you're listening live, to even hear about this. Nobody knows about it. It's totally brand new, and it's called the Sales Success Lounge. And what the lounge is that if you sign up for any of my affiliate programs, okay, so that means if you purchase group leads, you do Active Campaign or sales message, as long as you belong to one of those as an active paying client, then you're going to get access to my amazing Facebook group community where you can get support, networking, and it's promo friendly. Okay. This is going to be an amazing space. We're going to be like-minded in there and helping each other, grow and mastermind, create ideas, collaborate. And I am going to allow you to do promo inside that group as a thank you for joining underneath my affiliate link. Now, the really cool part is that you can additionally upgrade inside this community to receive monthly Q&A calls with me. Now, it's a value of $97 per month that I'm going to be charging soon enough, but you have $37 per month right now. There's zero commitment. It's month to month, and this price is available for you until Tuesday. Okay, so you have until Tuesday till I release this to the public, and I'm only doing a limited amount of spots at the $37. So inside, now down in the comment section right now, the link to join the Sales Success Lounge will be available. But please remember, it requires that you do have active campaign, group leads, or sales message. Okay, you can go ahead and sign up right now for the Sales Success Lounge and do that later, but that is a requirement of it, which is why I'm giving it to you at this discounted rate. Now, if any of you have worked with me who's listening right now and knows how I show up for Q&A calls, you'll know that it is really a fantastic value. Now, these are not coaching calls. I will say that they're Q&A calls. So you submit all of your questions before the call. I'm going to go live in a webinar format and answer every single one of them. They're not restricted to automation questions. You can ask me any sales question that you want, and I'm really super excited to have this out there and available. All right. Now, you also may have been like, oh, I purchased the VIP bonus pack already for $47. That's amazing. If you're interested in joining the Sales Success Lab, I'll just roll that into your first month's payment. It's no big deal. But if you're thinking, well, Michelle, I don't really want a membership and I also don't want to join all of these things, no problem. You can still access the bonus VIP Q&A session that's next week for $47. And we're going to go ahead and put that into the comment section as well. And you'll notice that I don't have any fancy sales pages for this. It is just a quick checkout. It should be a really easy decision for you. Is like, do I want to automate? Do I want Michelle's help? Here's a low ticket investment so that you can get those things, okay? And these opportunities will be rolling out through Tuesday, and I'm really excited to have this open for you all so that you can automate, so that you can have your pipelines, so you can have the support in the community that you need, and I'm super excited to invite you into this. Okay, so now prizes and what to expect. Like I said, if you were here, then you're eligible for the $100 Amazon gift card. So I'm going to go through, look through the comments, put every name in a raffle, and then I'll let you know who wins on Friday's email. Okay. And you'll also receive a series of emails following this training that will guide you to take action each and every day to implement your pipeline management strategy, because that was my promise. All right. And you'll have the exclusive chance to join my new membership before the doors open to the public. Now, my Sales Success Labbers, if you're listening right now, don't worry. As part of the Sales Success Lab, you get access to these things. So don't worry about joining this, because you will have access to everything that you need, okay? Because you pay me a premium price for all of the things, and I love having you around. But this is really an offer for someone who's not quite ready for the Sales Success Lab, wants to get my advice, and wants to use the tools that I recommend. And I'm super excited to open this up. All right, thank you so much. Now I'm going to exit my screen share and we're going to go into the Q&A session. All right, here we go. Woohoo. All right, so what questions do we have? Throw them at me right now. Put them in the comment section. I'm going to bring them up here so that we can all view them together and get it answered. I will also go through and see if anything was left here. If there's any questions, do you have to, oh, here we go. Here's a question. Woohoo. Okay. Hey, Camille, do you have to use your entire tech stack to join here? No, you just have to pick one in order to be eligible, okay? So pick one of the three. I would love you to use all three, but you just have to pick one, and then you can enter the community and you can upgrade to the $37 per month to have that one Q&A call per month, and I'm super excited. And this is the thing, is that because this is a brand new offer, you guys, I'm known for over delivering. So who knows what's going to happen inside of there, but I'm telling you, you're going to want to jump in at the $37 price. Trust me. Okay. All right. Let's see if I have any other ones up here. I don't think so. So let's go back to the bottom. Okay. Let's see here. If you already have Active Campaign, can I use your link to upgrade to the Pro plan? That is a fantastic question. So I can't see your name. I don't know who you are. So if you could please send me a DM, I can get that answer to you right away. And I'll get that answer right away because I don't have the perfect answer to that. I'm not sure how Active Campaign manages that, but we'll figure it out because I really want you to be inside my community, okay? Price of this. Okay, yes. Price of what is the question? So which one? So I gave you group leads, Active Campaign, and sales message. Active Campaign depends on how many people you have on your email list. So once the link is dropped here, perhaps we can get that link dropped again, please, for Active Campaign. When you go there, you'll see how the pricing is set up based on users, okay? And then sales message, I believe, is like $35 per month for the starter plan. Group leads is $27. So they are super, super reasonably priced. And then the price for the Sales Success Lounge, if you want to be part of those Q&A sessions, is simply just $37 a month as of right now for the people listening. Okay, so I'm just getting started with my new business. I don't have a lead magnet program or other things done. Am I too early for this? Actually, absolutely not. If you are serious about building your business, you need Active Campaign, I'm telling you right now. So just that is what I would sign up with. I would sign up just for Active Campaign, hold off on the other two things, get really comfortable in Active Campaign, work on building these assets in your business, and then come to those Q&A calls with your questions. And I'm happy to provide the best darn support I can for you. And I will not hold back, I can promise you that. Okay, let's see what this one is. Hey, Michelle, can you speak about to contact or versus in contact? Sure. So to contact means that they just went into your pipeline. So Julie, for example, if you set it up that the trigger for to contact is they've entered your Facebook group. Okay, so they've entered your Facebook group. That's amazing. They're put automatically into to contact. Okay, so now you know your job is to contact these people. Right? So based on the sales funnel that we've set up for your business, you know exactly what that outreach message looks like. Once you do that outreach message, they move to contact. Okay? So hopefully that helped you, helped explain that. Okay, let's see here. If I want to start now to automate my FB group, would this be great for me? Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Yes. Group leads is absolutely amazing. Active Campaign's amazing. Sales messaging is amazing. If your Facebook group is your primary place where you're going to be nurturing, I would recommend all three of those tech stacks that I said. Okay, does Active Campaign have automations that integrate with Instagram? So Active Campaign has conversations, and inside conversations, you can actually manage your DM conversations in there. I'm going to need a little bit more information of how that integrates with Instagram, like how you would pull I think you're maybe asking like how you would pull them over, but I need a little bit more information. And if for some reason, like you need to follow up with me that question, I can absolutely follow up with you. But conversations is available for business Instagram communication within Active Campaign. And then that syncs with everything that is in your business, including the contact details, the emails, etc. Oops. Oh, here we go. Hey, Melissa, thank you for allowing me to see your beautiful picture. It's so much more fun than when it says Facebook user. Okay, so I already use Aweber and Group Funnels. Will this still working without transferring services? Well, I am not an Aweber expert, so I'm not quite sure what is available in there, but you could certainly ask Aweber the questions that I've had to see if it's available. You will have to use the Google Workbook or another sales pipeline management tool, because I'm almost positive Aweber does not have that, but I can look into the details and let you know. If you want to join my membership, so what you already have, so if you already use Group Funnels and Aweber, I would suggest doing the sales message. So if you subscribe to sales message, message using my link, then you're eligible for my community and eligible for the membership. And then based on your motivation of when you compare Aweber to Active Campaign, you can make the executive decision if you think the switch is worth it. Okay. Great questions. Oops. All right, so let's see here. Are these 3 tech stats separate companies? Yes, they are. They're all separate companies. It's my favorite 3 things I use in my business. I use a lot of technology. I do technology before I hire people because it's very cost effective and it allows me the freedom that I want. So these are my favorite 3 things, and they're 3 different companies. Okay, so do you have any advice on managing leads via Instagram? So I do. There are some third-party sources out there that that allow you to manage Instagram like in a CRM environment. So the number one thing I would say is use conversations within Active Campaign to pull that in. That would be the number one way to do it. If you're just using the Google Workbook, then you would have to use the Google Workbook in companionship with Instagram. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. This is amazing. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Hold on. I'm catching up. Okay. Do we need the slides if we're in the VIP call next week? Do we need the slides? So the slides from today's presentation, the slides from today's presentations will be included in the replay. So don't worry about that. For the VIP call next week, if you choose to come to that, which I hope you all do, then that's where you can show up and ask me any question you want. I have a feeling the questions are going to be along the lines of like, I don't know what stages, I don't know how to connect this, how do I streamline this? And that is all fair game and amazing. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's drop all of the affiliate links again, please. They'll also be in the email that follows up as well. Okay. Do you have to have a Facebook group? No, Carrie, absolutely not. And I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Carrie. You do not need a Facebook group at all. That is my path for conversions. It's what I like. But you have some really amazing things in your business, including free trainings, and you are totally set up for success. So you just wouldn't need group leads. But I would recommend Active Campaign and Sales Message. And as a service provider too, Carrie, Sales Message will be really powerful for you. Okay, it looks, let's try to get these. I will copy and paste all of the links. Give me 1 second. I think she may not have heard me. I have somebody helping me in the background. Okay. Hold on. All right, here we go. Copy. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll put it in there. Okay, I just did one giant comment there, okay? So everything is in there. Everything you need is in there that I've talked about the entire time. And then it's also going to be recapped inside the next email that you get as well. So don't worry about it, okay? Oh my gosh, this was so much fun. Oh, there we go. Now we've got another one in there too. All right, fantastic. Well, now you have it twice, right? Amazing. I don't think that I had any other questions. If I missed anything, please, if I missed anything, could you please retype your question now? Because I was scrolling through and it doesn't look like I missed anything. And I'm really excited. Yes, the emails are going to be fantastic. Oh, wait, I did see one question here. Let's see. Oh no, where did it go? Nope. Okay, I missed it. I think I got them all. Yay! This is amazing. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me. I promised you 1 hour. I gave you 1 hour, and I'm so grateful that you showed up for today's call. And I know that you are now empowered to do the things, and I can't wait to get those emails out to you. So I'm gonna go start working on those right now. And thank you again for your time. I will see you next time.